Jesus, it's pretty cold outside over the last couple of days, isn't it? Good day, good day, good day, good day. Welcome to what is universally accepted as the worst podcast in the world. That is claimed by our sponsor today, Ghislaine Maxwell. Thank you, Ghislaine, friend of the show, obviously. My name is Kelvin, or you can call me KBeatBot, and this is the KBeatBot podcast, episode number 7. How did we get to episode number 7? I do not know. Why is it still running? I was thinking, we'd be run out the grounds, it'd be all done, shots, flat burnt down, riots, carnage in the streets. But instead, we've got all that. It's just not about the podcast this time. If you are new, welcome. Just to give you a reminder, I'm going to put timestamps in the description, so you don't have to listen to this whole shebang of a podcast. You can just click on the times in the description of the YouTube video just below on what you want to hear on the subjects, basically. So today the topics we're going to cover, first of all, is we're going to cover a little bit of news just quickly, just to keep us on track of what's happened this week. And then I'm going to do a little bit of some controversy. I'm going to do a tier list of the Disney and Pixar movies. So I'll be rating Disney and Pixar movies later on. Hopefully we'll have a feed on the video, so check that out later on, where you'll be able to see where I rank them on the list live on the video there. Then I'm just going to quickly just go on to a current diet I am following, and that I am starving myself so I can look beautiful. And then finally, we're going to go through some Uncle Kelvin's advice, or Agony Aunt, as we say, where I sent my friends a message to give me their Agony Aunt requests, and I'm going to answer them live on the podcast here. First of all, what the hell is going on the last 2 days, really? I mean, it is like the day after tomorrow outside. I'm just expecting Dennis Quaid to burst through my window, start turning the cooker gas ovens on to burn my flat down. What the fuck's going on? There's a thunder snowstorm happening that happened on, I think, Thursday morning, and then last night as well, last 2 days. There is snow outside at the moment, and it's kind of like the apocalypse. All we just need to see is a couple of the four horsemen, and we're done. That's it, done. We're over. The year is over. It's done. Our civilization is over as it looks at the moment. But before we get on to anything, as you know, if you're a regular listener to the show, that's all two of you, we do start the podcast with opening a wee beer. Today is a little bit different. I'm going to be drinking what they call a non-alcoholic beer. No, I'm not pregnant yet. I'm having a few beers later with a couple of boys, and I don't want to be absolutely tanked before I get to them. It's actually been nice to be sober for once. So today's non-alcoholic beer choice is Brewdog's Nanny State. It's a hoppy ale, alcohol-free. So we'll be rating this out of 69 at the end of the podcast, so tune in to see how much I give that. This is apparently quite good. I've never actually tasted it myself, but we'll give it a try. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does smell hoppy. It's weird that they can get that. Oh, it's very dark. Very, very dark. It actually looks quite good. That actually looks more like a beer than most pints that get drawn in a pub. That's a... Ooh. That kind of reminds me of like a frothy... Oh, that's weird. It's like a frothy, hoppy tea. What is it? 0.5% alcohol. Okay, so if I have 8 of those, that's a pint of beer. I'm not having 8, I'm just having 1. Okay, first of all, let's just touch on the news of the week, because, this is why we're here, aren't we? So first of all, on Tuesday, the actor Elliot Page, formerly known as Ellen Page, changed their name and revealed that they are transgender. This is earth-breaking news. We need to be on top of this, guys. You need to know about this. So they have changed their name to Elliot Page, and Netflix have now changed all the castings on all films and shows are in. So I think they're in Inception and The Umbrella Academy on Netflix. They've changed that to Elliot Page. What do you think about this? Do you think that's a little bit strange? Do you think that someone like her, who she's come out as being a lesbian before, but now she's a boy lesbian, so she's a man, and her wife is a lesbian, so that would make her wife no longer a lesbian but straight. Is that right? Am I right there? I don't know. I don't fucking care, to be honest. I just saw it on the news. I thought, why not put it out there? It was a bit strange as well. You change your name to Elliot. I mean, it does make sense. L to Elliot. That does make sense. But don't you like something a little bit more? I don't know. I'm not changing my. I'm not going to be going to Kelvina very soon, am I? Probably. But Kelly could work. Kelly could work. Anyway, I am not changing genders today. Anyway. So that happened. Secondly, the Pfizer vaccine has been rolled out. 800,000 people are going to get their vaccinations first. I would assume that would be the elderly, key workers, people working in the NHS. This is in the UK. To all my American listeners, 33% of you apparently. So 800,000 vaccines are going to be rolled out. And the question is, are you going to take it? Are you one of these guys who is just going to take it? Or are you an anti-vaxxer? Which, if you are, you need to put down. I mean, no, you need to read more books. I don't know. I'm not going to judge you too much on this. Oh, that is a weird one. That's kind of. I don't know. We'll think about it. So, do you think you feel more comfortable if our leader, so Boris Johnson, Nicola Sturgeon, they took the vaccine on television? Do you think that make you more comfortable? Because that's what they're doing in America. Apparently, George Bush, Barack Obama, and Bill Clinton are going to take it on TV. What do you think? Let me know. Give me a wee shout if you're someone who will take the vaccine or is a little bit skeptical about doing it. I think I would take it. I would definitely take it. 95%. I mean, I think it's something that's kind of necessary for us to at least progress. So I'm willing to give it a go. But I am kind of young. I'm below 60. But what do you think? Do you think you would take the vaccine if they offered it? I think I would take it. I think I'm pretty certain on it. Apparently, it gives you a little bit of side effects of not feeling too great for a couple of days, but. Yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice a couple of, a Monday or Tuesday, maybe take it off from work, take the vaccine, have a couple of pina coladas, chill by the pool of ice outside, my flat at the moment, because it keeps fucking snowing. Unbelievable. And talking about snow, the last item on the news is that the world's biggest iceberg in the South Atlantic is now been photographed. This iceberg is called the A68A. So it sounds like a highway in the Lake District. A road in the Lake District. And the RAF have been able to take pictures of it. It looks fucking massive. If you've seen pictures of it, it looks huge. It makes the one that sunk the Titanic like a little flea on the back of this. It's a fucking massive iceberg. And to be honest, it got me thinking, probably being on this iceberg would be the best place to be in 2020 because at the end of the day, there's nothing else going on, so may as well be on the biggest iceberg in the world. But apparently it's heading to South Georgia in the Pacific. That's what it does. What am I talking about? Atlantic. South Atlantic. What's the difference between the South Atlantic and the South Pacific? They're both bodies of water. I'll call my friend Ron. He's a marine biologist. Later on and see what's going on. I am not that stupid, okay? Okay, let's get to the controversy then. So, today is going to be a little bit more interactive, this one. We're going to be doing a tier list of Disney and Pixar movies, okay? Now, the reason why I started thinking about this was because it's coming up to Christmas. We're 20 days currently from today until Christmas. And it's the time of year where these kind of movies come on, so you start getting all the good Christmas movies. I think Hallmark release all their shite Christmas movies, which is literally the same story every time. And also you get all the classic Disney and Pixar movies come out because they're children friendly and everyone loves them and they're family friendly. Well, today, KBeatBot is gonna, that's myself, is gonna critically analyze each one, and we're going to tier them up. We're going to put them in tiers. You can play along at home. As I said, I'll try and put the video up. I'm going to try and screen record my laptop when I'm doing this. So you should be able to see it on the podcast. If you're not, I'll just I'll put a picture of how I rank it at the end. But I will describe it verbally anyway. But it should come up soon anyway. To use this, I'll be using a website called what are they called? So tiermaker.com. Okay. And let's just see, just bear with me a second. I'm gonna, okay, let's see, right. No, forget about that. Right, okay, so I should be recording just now. So you should see right now on the screen. If not, I'll describe it to you. So there's a tier. So there's 7 different tiers which I've made. So you have from the very top to the very bottom. Okay, so 1 to 7 especially. And I've given them names. So at the top we've got God tier. Just below, so that'll be God tier is literally the best ever movie. This movie is perfect. This movie cannot change in any way. It's magnifique. Okay. Below that, it's kind of like a school system. In school system I'm marking where I've got A tier. So the movie is very, very good. It's just missing that little bit of magic, I think. But it's still a very good movie. And then B tier below that. So it's a good movie, but it's not perfect. C tier is below that, which is, you know, the movie is all right. You put it in the background, but it's nothing really to keep your interest going. And then underneath C tier, we have absolute dog shite. Okay, so I think this movie should not. I think it's absolute dog shite, especially, you know, it just says as it is on the tin. Okay, so the movie is absolute dog shite. Underneath absolute dog shite, I've got never seen, heard it is shite, because there is movies here which I've not seen, and I think they look shite anyway. And then underneath that, we have never seen, would give it a go. So if I saw it on TV, I would give it a go, but I don't think too highly of it anyway. Okay? So this is where the controversy is going to start, because I'm going to start rating these. I know people at home listening to this, I'm going to put these in separate tiers, and you guys are going to disagree. Everyone's going to disagree. We're all going to have arguments about this. And you can do this at home with your partner, your friends, your family. Get you all together. Go on to tiermaker.com. You can find this. Just type in Disney and Pixar films, and you can rate them all together. But today is my turn to share with you my feelings. So I'm going to go through each film. I'll just name it. I'll give it a description. As I said, hopefully the video will be on right now. It should be featured right there. And let's get right into it. I think there's quite a few movies here, by the way. How many is there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 5 is 60, 67 movies. So we'll try and get through as quickly as possible. Okay, so as I said, just a reminder, God tier at the top, absolute dog shite as the bottom in the classic gradings, and then never seen, heard it is shite, never seen, would give it a go, and in between the God tier and absolute dog shite, A, B, C. Do you understand? Are you ready to get controversial? Okay, here we go. First one we've got. What's that? I think it's 101 Dalmatians. 101 Dalmatians. Okay. I'm going to put 101 Dalmatians, not there. I have seen this. I like Cruella de Vil. I think she's actually kind of funny, but she's an old woman, which is... I'm going to put it in B tier. It's not bad. It's not A tier. It's it's a B tier movie. It's not like that memorable. You know, Cruella de Vil. I like the name. You know, it's an anagram of a cruel devil. Love that. And I love the song Cruella de Vil. Yeah, I will be singing, by the way. But yeah, I don't see that as being anything above a B. I think it's definitely around there. A Bug's Life. Can I make this smaller? Sorry, in 2 seconds. Yeah, I can. Go on. Right, A Bug's Life is next. A Bug's Life, for me, I have seen this. Again, I've not seen a lot of these movies in a long time. A Bug's Life. Is that the one with Sylvester Stallone in it? Or is that Ants? I think that's Ants. A Bug's Life. Oh, A Bug's Life is quite good, isn't it? I'm going to put A Bug's Life in A tier. I'm going to put it in A tier. I think it's actually quite a decent movie. It's a little bit more exciting. From what I know, the storyline is pretty decent as well. About how he travels across the bug world. Well, it's not a bug world, isn't it? I'm going to put it in A tier. That might go down. I'm conflicted with that one. Aladdin. You know what? I haven't seen Aladdin for a very long time. And you know what? I only saw it for the first time when I was like 26. I think Aladdin is definitely a girls' movie. It definitely is a girls' movie. It is better than 101 Dalmatians. I'll put it there. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it a high A. I'm going to put it above Bug's Life. A high A. It is a very good movie. The genie is awesome. I love Robin Williams and that. But it's just not God tier. It's just not there. What's this one? Is that Alice in Wonderland? I can't see. Sorry, Alice in Wonderland. I'm going to put that a B tier. B tier. It is an interesting movie, but I don't fuck with it. It's not. I'll put it B tier. I'll put it top of B tier because I know it is. The story is very interesting, but I'm just not a fan. Just not a fan of it at all. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it in C tier. Sorry, I'm going to put it in C tier. It's just not that interesting to me. It's just I can understand like you know the concept of it, and I just don't fuck with it. I just don't fuck it. It's another girls' movie. It is a very girls' movie, and I am no girl. Okay, Jesus. Right. So that's in C. So sorry, Alice in Wonderland is in C tier. The Aristocrats? Yeah, okay, the Aristocrats. I watched this when I was very young. I don't remember it too much. But I do remember there being quite a catchy song in it. I'm going to put it in... B tier. I'll put it a lower B tier because I don't remember too much about it. But I remember there being quite some catchy songs in that. Atlantis? What? I don't know what that is. I don't even know what this is. Okay, it's Atlantis. I don't know the title. It's called Atlantis. I'm going to put in never seen, heard it is shite because if I've never heard of it, then I'm guessing it's going to be shite. Bambi. Ooh, where are we putting this? Where are we putting Bambi? Oh. Again, I didn't see this until I was in my 20s, and I'm going to put an absolute dog shite. I'm going to put an absolute dog shite. It's just not a good movie, is it, Bambi? It's just... I know everyone gets upset. They go, "Oh, the mum dies." It's not good. And I don't mean as in I don't like sad movies. I don't mind a little bit of drama, but it's not interesting to me. I just don't find it interesting. Sorry. You call me the enemy here. Sorry, girls and guys, but yeah, not fucking with that. I don't like that. Don't like Moot Bambi. Next one, Beauty and the Beast. Oh, this is a classic 90s one, isn't it? I'm floating in between. Oh, it's better than 101 Dalmatians, isn't it? Why is Bug's Life? No, Bug's Life go down. Oh no, I put it in A. I'm sorry. I'm going to put Beauty and the Beast in a low A. A low A. Yeah, I quite. Again, it's another girly movie, which I think a lot of these Disney movies are, but it's no, it is a very good movie. It is a very good movie. I think for women and girls and boys, boys like it as well. But I just don't. I can see the magic of it, and I can see. Actually, I'm gonna put it in B. I'll put it high B. I can't put it in A. This is my list. I'm sorry, okay? Why are you not going above that? Thank you. Right, okay. So it's above 101 Dalmatians, below Bug's Life. I'm sorry if you listen to this and this is, pulling your hair out, but Big Hero 6, never seen it. I think I heard it's good, so I'm going to put it there. What's this one? What the fuck is that? Something about a cauldron. I don't know what this is. Right, Bolts. Actually, no, wait. I'll put that in never seen. So there's a one called The Cauldron. I don't know what that is. Right, Bolt. I think that's a Pixar movie. I've never seen it, but I've heard it's shite. So I'm putting that in never seen, heard it's shite. Is that Brave? Brave. That's the Scottish one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I've never seen that. But I've heard it. I'll give it a go. Yeah, I've heard some good things about it, but I'll give it a go. It's like a background movie. I wouldn't purposely watch it in the cinema, as I did not. Brother Bear, never seen, heard it shite. I don't know. I've never really heard anything good about it. Cars. Okay. I have seen Cars, and I'm not leaving it absolute dog shite. Sorry, I put it into absolute dog shite. It's not going there. Cars, it's just not kind of that memorable. This is a boys' movie. This is definitely a boys' movie. But again, it's just not. And the first time I watched this was actually with one of my good friends in Aberdeen. Again, I watched it when I was in my 20s. So I've watched most of these in my 20s. So I guess I don't appreciate them much as a child as I did as an adult because the magic wasn't there. But Cars, I'm going to put it as a low B. It's like entertaining, but it's not what I fuck with. No, it's actually alright. It's not right. I'm saying these movies in B, by the way. I would watch them. They're okay, but they're not perfect. I would definitely watch Aladdin and A Bug's Life again. But Chicken Little, watched it, absolute dog shite. No arguments there. It's absolute dog shite. So sorry, no arguments there from me. Cinderella, about the prince with the foot fetish, isn't it? I quite like Cinderella. I'm going to put it in A tier. I'm going to put it as an A. I do like Cinderella. It's a enchanting storyline, a girl who's treated as a slave becomes a princess, and then a prince who wants to smell her feet finds her shoe and tries every foot in the land. I'm sure, he's trying these feet, and it's not even that he wants to find the right girl. He just wants to look at everyone's feet and smell them, rub them, lick them, caress them all over his face. He's a prince of who loves the feet. We're gonna put that as a low A. I'll put it as a low A. I do like the movie, and I think that storyline is actually very interesting. So we'll put it in a low A. What's this? So sorry, the I'm just zooming in on this because I have no idea what that is. Okay, I have no idea what this movie is, so I'm just going to put that in. Never heard of it. Shite. Dinosaur. I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it, so I'm going to put in never heard, seen, absolute dog shite. Next one, Dumbo. Ooh, the first colour Disney movie. Where's Dumbo gonna go? Where would you put Dumbo? I quite like Dumbo. It got some backlash a couple of years ago because it was seen as being racist with those blackbirds. I'm gonna put Dumbo because it's like a staple. Okay, I'll go away. Okay, it's a staple movie. I'm gonna put Dumbo. Oh, because he's got big ears. You need to feel. Dumbo's actually all right. I'm gonna put Dumbo above A Bug's Life, in between. So it's in between Aladdin and A Bug's Life. So it's in A tier, just below Aladdin, above A Bug's Life, and then Cinderella. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm trying to be fair here, okay? What's that? The Emperor's New Groove. I've heard good things about this, and I have seen it. I'm going to put it in B. Emperor's New Groove, B. We'll put it above. It's got better music. There's not really much music in Cars. I'll put it in B, just above Cars, below the Aristocats. What are you doing? Move. Right, you go there. Right. Fantasia. No idea what that is. Heard it's dog shite. Right. Finding Nemo. If any of you know who I am, or have spoken to me or had a conversation with me, you know exactly where Finding Nemo is going. Alright? Finding Nemo is definitely going in God tier. It is a God tier movie. This is the first God tier movie we have on the list, I think. Finding Nemo definitely deserves this. It is an absolute gem of a movie from start to finish. You think Bambi's sad at the beginning? What do you think happens to Nemo's mum, okay? What happens to Nemo? The storyline is incredible. All the characters are beautiful. Even though Ellen DeGeneres, I can't say her name, Ellen, sorry, is Dory. Everything is perfect about it. Everything is perfect. The storyline, the turtles, the Willem Dafoe as the scarred fish. It's just, it was beautiful, and it is a pinnacle of movies. And I don't know why they did the sequel, Finding Dory. I don't understand why they did that, because Finding Nemo is so perfect. So perfect. I'm so moist right now from this movie. I'm going to watch this. I would watch this every day. I think I used to. Even when I was 25, I would watch it every day. Movie is perfect. So it's going in God tier. Argue with me all you want. It's going in God tier. Above everything else. What's this? Right, The Fox and the Hound, I think that is. The Fox and the Hound. I've not seen that since I was a kid. It's not really that memorable. I am going to put that in C. Right, Frozen. Oh, God. To be honest, I've only seen parts of Frozen, and I do know the music is very good. I'm going to put Frozen as... a B tier alongside Beauty and the Beast because of the music. I've only seen parts of Frozen, so I can't fully critique it, but it's... Again, the storyline isn't that strong, but the music is very good. It's again, another girls' movie. It's very feminine, dependent. Okay. So I'm going to put Frozen in between Beauty and the Beast there. Right, what's this? Never heard of this. This is some film about dinosaurs again. Never seen, heard it shite. The Mouse Detective. Has anyone seen that? I've never seen that. I'm putting never seen, heard it shite. What is this? I think that's Hercules. So I'm using the worst. I think that's Hercules. Okay, Hercules. Yeah, Hercules. Okay, Hercules. Where are we putting you? We're going to put Hercules in... I'm going to put low B tier, like just below Cars. Again, that's a boys' movie, but I've read a lot of Greek mythology, and so when you see it on screen, it's very interesting. But I just didn't think it was that interesting. I didn't like it. I mean, no, I didn't. I did like it, but it's in B tier for a reason. No, actually, fuck it. It's going to C tier. No, fuck it. It's going to C tier. We'll put it above Alice in Wonderland to give it a little bit of credit. Home Range, absolute dog shite. Put it in there. Easy dubs. Right, the next one is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh no. This movie has the worst message in it. So basically, it basically suggests if you're ugly, you've got to be superhuman to try and get the attention of a gypsy girl. I think that's the message that it has there. Where are we going to put that? I think this is going to be considered one of the classic 90s Disney movie. I'm going to put it a low A. Actually, I'll put it above Cinderella. Oh, should I? Oh, Cinderella has a better story. Notre Dame. A Bug's Life. I'm going to put it just below Cinderella. So it's in A tier, just below Cinderella. Hunchback of Notre Dame. What is that? No idea what this movie is. I literally didn't say. Ugh. Right, I'm just going to put it in never seen, heard it shite. I literally don't know what the movies are. Some of these. Right, next one is The Incredibles. Yeah, Incredibles is a good movie. That is a good movie. That's going to go straight into A. Straight into A tier. I'm going to put it above A Bug's Life. It's in between Dumbo and A Bug's Life. So it's a strong A. It's a strong A. Strong A. Inside Out. I've heard that's shite. I've heard that's crap. I'm putting that in crap and shite. Oh, right. The Jungle Book. The original. The works of Shere Khan. Of Mowgli. You want to hear a story about the Jungle Book, actually? Okay, I'll tell you a quick story. And this is actually a true story. So back in my school days, okay, my friends and I took a couple of subjects in languages. I can't speak them, but I took languages in French and German. And where I was taught was a Welsh school, so you had to take Welsh as compulsory for your GCSE. So I took 3 languages. And one of my best friends from school, he basically told this story about how he would go to the library, and he was obviously making this up, I hope, but he said that he would go to the library to study for these exams, and there'd be an old man in the library, and he would get out this book on children's tales, so like the Brothers Grimm tales. And when he gets the book out, he would get his cock out, and he would exclaim, he'd go, Die kleine Kinder, which means in German, small children. Okay, run with me with this. There's a moral to the story, okay? Now, we used to think this was hilarious, because we were kids, so we thought it was true. We thought there was like this old creepy guy in a library getting his cock out and wanking off to small German children, as you do in Wales. And then we used to like kind of play along with the story. So we used to say like he was French. So he would go in and he would get his cock out and he'd say, "Oh, le petit garçon," which means the small boy. Or he was speaking Welsh, where he goes, "Plant bach," which is small children in Welsh. And we used to play around with that those phrasings with different languages as well. It came up to our French exam, and we didn't revise at all. And there was a part in the French exam where you have to write an essay in French, and they would present the question in French to you, and you would have to respond about what the question was and your take on what they're asking. My friends and I, we didn't revise, and we just went into this exam completely blind. And the first few sections were okay. They were pretty tolerable. There were some numbers and whatever. But it came to this big question at the end, which I think was like worth 50% of the exam. So it was a big chunk. And we were shitting ourselves on this because we had no idea what the fuck they were going to talk about, because it could be anything. And then it came up with the wording of the question. And the question states, "Le petit garçon et les animaux," and we knew that was a small boy and the animals of the Jungle Book. So the question was asking who is in the Jungle Book and what animals are in it. And so you basically had to describe that. Now, I would have never known what a petit garçon would have been if it wasn't for this German guy getting his cock out in a Welsh library. So thank you, German guy. You got me that A in French for GCSE. Thank you. I appreciate you. And sorry about that long story there. But because of that, I'm putting the Jungle Book in God tier. Now, you may sit there and go, "What? Why?" No, the Jungle Book is an amazing film. It's my mum's favourite Disney movie, and I also love it as well. I'm going to put it in God tier below Finding Nemo because it is absolutely perfect. Finding Nemo, I think, has just got that little extra dust of magic more. I love everything about the Jungle Book. It's an incredible movie. Do not disregard the Jungle Book. I dare you ever to put it in any tier below God tier. It is an incredible movie, okay? Deal with it. Okay, the next movie we're going on to is the movie about my ex-girlfriends and I. It's called Lady and Tramp, but it's the other way around. I'm the lady. Joking. Lady and Tramp. I'm going to put Lady and Tramp in... again, I've not seen it for a while. I'm going to put it in... I'm going to put it... high B, low A? High B or low A? High B or low A? Low A. We're going to put low A. I'm going to be generous. Low A. Lady and Tramp. Very nice movie. I do appreciate it. Yes, it's a good movie. I can't say anything else about that. Lilo and Stitch. Never seen it. Never seen it, but I would give it a go. I've heard good things about Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is going in. Give it a go, and I'll put it at the top of that because I would like to. Right, looks like The Lion King is next. The Lion King. Where would you put The Lion King? I know where a lot of people are going to put this. I mean, we've got a lot of the 90s Disney movies in the A tier. I'm going to put it, if it would let me, come on. I'm going to put it top of A tier. It's a very, very good movie. I don't know. It's top of A tier. It's top of A tier. It's better than Aladdin. It is better than Aladdin. The music is incredible. It's just not as magical as the top two that we've got so far. They're just they're incredible, but it's just Finding Nemo and the Jungle Book are just a tier above The Lion King, I think. So The Lion King, top of A, but Lion King is a very special movie. I could watch that anytime, any day. What's that? The Little Mermaid, absolute dog shite. Actually, Little Mermaid is going to go bottom of C. Little Mermaid is absolute shite. I hate that movie. The only good thing about it is to come out of it was Under the Sea, which is a great song. But yeah, I'm going to put an absolute dog shite, sorry. That may be controversial, but it's absolute dog shite. Deal with it. Make Mine Music. The fuck is that? I've never seen it. Don't know what that is. Make Mine Music. Has anyone heard of that? No idea. I don't know what that is either. These pictures are so small. Sorry. Is that the... Whoa. Not that far. Sorry, I'm just zooming in on what this is. Oh, the Marvel Cinematic Use... Oh, so is that Disney now? Is Marvel Disney? Oh, so they just put all of it in... one. That's not an actual movie though. It's the cinematic universe. Okay, I think they put, unless it's a TV series, or I don't know what this is. Basically, there's a picture of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm not a nerd. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna. Is that owned by Disney or is it Pixar? Nah, it can't be. I guess they're putting it as a general Marvel, all the Marvel movies. I'm going to put that as a low B. Some of the Marvel movies are great, some of them absolute dog shite. Put it as a B just to keep it safe. Meet the Robinsons. I've watched that. It's absolute dog shite. Sorry, it is absolute dog shite. Is that Moana? Don the Rock Johnson. I'm going to put that as a low B. It's better than Cars. I mean, again, I watched this in my late 20s, so I might not appreciate. It's better than Cars. I'm going to put it above Cars, under Emperor's New Groove. It's okay. It's okay. It's an alright movie. I'll put it there. You're welcome. Monsters Inc. Ooh, where should we put Monsters Inc? I think Monsters Inc is a classic, isn't it? It's definitely a classic. I'm going to put Monsters Inc. Oh, it's definitely better than A Bug's Life. I'm going to put it above Dumbo. So it's in A tier, it's below Aladdin, above Dumbo. So it's top 3 in A tier. Again, it could be God tier. I just think it was just missing that spark. I think the storyline was just a little bit too sporadic, but it's an A tier movie. It's an A tier movie. You know, agree with me. It's an A tier movie. What's this? Is that Mulan? That better be Mulan. I think it's Mulan. Mulan, about a woman who wants to be a man and fight crime and fight in the war. A lot of girls love this movie, don't they? They think it's empowering. I'm going to put Mulan above. Oh, I've put Frozen here. I'm going to put Mulan below Frozen and above 101 Dalmatians in B tier. It's in B. It's a high B tier. It's okay. The new live action apparently is absolute shite, but I'm put it as a high B tier. High B tier. What's that? Is that the Corpse Bride? I don't know what this is. I think that's Corpse Bride. Or is it The Nightmare Before Christmas? That's The Nightmare Before Christmas, I think. Is that a Pixar movie? Is it? No, it's... Yes, it should be. Corpse Bride is... Right, we'll pretend this is The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not going in Never Seen. That's going in A tier. It's better than A Bug's Life. Better than Incredibles. Better than Dumbo. I'm putting it before Monsters Inc. and above Dumbo in A tier. That is definitely an A tier in my eyes. It's a very fun, endearing movie. I have no idea what that is. I'm just putting movies in. Peter Pan. Peter fucking Pan. What do we think about Peter Pan? I'm going to put Peter Pan, the boy that never grows up. Me. I'm going to put Peter Pan in C. Not really a fan of it. Not really if it's on the TV, I'll put it as background, but I'm really not. Where am I going to put it in between? It's better than Alice in Wonderland. Not as good as Hercules. I'm putting in between Hercules and Alice in Wonderland in C tier. It's not that great in my eyes. I'm just not a fan. Pinocchio. Oh, we're getting some classics here. Pinocchio. Where are we putting Pinocchio? Pinocchio. Where does Pinocchio deserve to be? I'm going to put Pinocchio. No, what's his name? Pinocchio. Leave me alone. Sorry, the mouse keeps clicking off now. I'm putting Pinocchio in absolute dog shite. But I'll put it top of Absolute Dog Shite because it is the most revered movie out of all. Yeah, Absolute Dog Shite, it's going in there. Don't come to me and tell me that's a good movie. It's not a good movie. Pirates of the Caribbean, Absolute Dog Shite. Just put it at the bottom of that. Absolute dog shite. The first movie was okay. The rest of it was shite. Pocahontas. I used to fancy Pocahontas. I remember that being one of the first movies I went to see in the cinema as a Disney movie. Sorry, was Pocahontas. I used to fancy her. Like she's getting me kind of hard right now. I'm joking. I'm gonna put her above Mulan. I'm going to put her above Mulan and Frozen. I'm going to put her between Beauty and the Beast and Frozen. So that's the top of B tier. Top of B tier. Is that where you're putting Pocahontas? I think so. Yeah. I'm only doing that because she's hot. That's literally why I'm doing it. The Princess Frog. I've not seen it, but I've heard good things. I'll give it a go. I'm going to put Brave in between there. There. Ratatouille, shite. Absolute dog shite. Not a fan. I'll put it above Pirates of the Caribbean. I'll put it above all these actually because I'll put it above Bambi. So it's above Bambi and absolute dog shite. No argument there. Is just absolute dog shite film. What's that? Oh fuck! I don't know what that is. There's just some movies here. I just don't know what they are. Robin Hood. That's the one with the fox, isn't it? I'm going to put that absolute dog shite. Again, it's not fun in my eyes. It's just a piece of crap. Sleeping Beauty. Oh wow, this will be one for girls, isn't it? Sleeping Beauty. Where would you rate Sleeping Beauty? I'm gonna. Sleeping Beauty is. I'm going to put it as a strong... I'm going to put it in A. It's better than Lady and Tramp. Actually, Lady and Tramp shouldn't be in A. I'll put Sleeping Beauty as bottom of A. Lady and Tramp should be above Mulan. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, okay. So Sleeping Beauty is at the top of A in my eyes. But at the bottom of it, sorry. Not the top. And then Lady and Tramp I've demoted to B below Beauty and the Beast, Pocahontas and Frozen. Sorry, Lady and Tramp. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Iconic porn movie. If you've ever seen it, do watch it. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm going to put Snow White. I'm going to put it in B. I don't really... Again, it's not really my cup of tea, but I mean, it's alright. I'll put it above... I'll put it there. I'll put it below 101 Dalmatians and above the Aristocats. Star Wars. I think they're referring to the Star Wars that were made recently from Disney. And I've only seen a couple of the movies. But the ones I've seen are absolute shite. So I'm going to put that as absolute dog shite. Sorry, and you know what? I'm going to be even more controversial here. I've not even seen the original Star Wars movies. That's correct, yeah. I've seen Han Solo, which was absolute shite, everyone says it. And the one with Jar Jar Binks, again, absolutely shocking. Just not a fan. Not a fan of Star Wars. I'm sure the original movies are really interesting, but not a fan. Okay. This one here. The Sword in the Stone. I want you all to guess where I'm going to put the fucking sword in the stone. Here's 3 seconds to guess. Whilst I sip my non-alcoholic beer, which is very bitter. It's very bitter, actually. So, Sword in the Stone. Have you watched it, number one? A lot of people haven't seen it. Have you guessed where I'm going to put it? Okay. I'll tell you where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put Sword in the Stone in absolute... Oh, God damn it. Sorry. See, when you work with equipment which doesn't work. That's always fun, isn't it? Right, come on. Try to squeeze that. Right, let's put... Sword in the Stone is going in absolute God tier. This is a God tier movie. It was my favorite Disney movie when I was growing up, and it still is my favorite Disney movie. I'm putting it in God tier, below Jungle Book, because I know Jungle Book is so much more iconic, but Sword in the Stone is my Disney movie. That is the one I watch. I used to watch it every day when I was younger. I love Archimedes the Owl, and I think I could be the boy. I think I could be little Arthur. Pull my sword out the hole. That's what I say to all the girls, okay? So it's going in God tier, and fight me if you disagree, because it is staying there, okay? What's this? Oh, I think that's Tangled. It's long hair, is it? Is that Tangled, or is it Rapunzel? Rapunzel's Tangled, isn't it? Never seen it. Heard it shite, don't know. Tarzan. Where are we putting Tarzan? Tarzan, I'm going to put as a low B. I'll put it above Avengers, definitely. Is it Moana? Tarzan is going to go... Yeah, it's going to go above Cars. It's going to go on B tier for me. It's a B tier movie. Tarzan. Just, again, it's nothing special, but, you know, it's okay to watch. Toy Story. Ooh. Probably the ultimate Pixar film, isn't it? Where are we putting Toy Story? A lot of people in our generation, I say our generation, people in their mid-20s to early 30s, really love Toy Story. They really appreciate it. I do like Toy Story. So it's going to be in one of the top tiers. But which tier is it going to be in? Is it going to be in A or God tier? A or God tier? See, I just feel bad that Lion King's in A tier when Toy Story... I think Lion King is better than Toy Story, so I'm going to put Toy Story just below Lion King in A tier, but they're top of A tier. Like if there was an A star, those two would be there, and then it's God tier. They are very, very good movies. Toy Story is incredible. Lion King is an amazing movie. Again, it's just not got that personal spark for me, as does Finding Nemo, Jungle Book, or Sword in the Stone. But incredible movies. They're going top of A tier. No doubt about it. And I know people might be upset I'm not putting it in God tier. I don't give a fuck. This is my podcast, okay? If you don't like it, go listen to another one, okay? Which a lot of people are. What's this? Planet. I don't even know what that is. Okay, I'm just going to put that I've never seen. Heard it shite. Tron? Is that Tron? I think it's Tron. Okay, Tron. I'm going to use this as Tron anyway. I mean, it might not be Tron. Tron is... it's classic 80s movie, isn't it? Leave me alone. Sorry, the mouse is so bad here. I'm going to put Tron in... Yeah, it's quite interesting. I'll put it in B, but not a high B. I'll put it above Cars. You know what? Cars is going in C. I've had enough Cars. Cars is going in C. I'll put Tron like the bottom of B. Up. Oh, the Pixar movie Up. That beginning is very upsetting, isn't it? Unfortunately, the rest of the movie is shite. I'll put Up as bottom of... I'll put Up as top of C tier. It's the beginning of the movie is very heartwarming. Heartwarming. It's not warming, is it? But it's heart-wrenching, the beginning of the movie, and it really is. That is perfect opening of the movie, and you think, oh, this movie's gonna be amazing, and then it kind of disappoints on the way through. I think it's top of C. It could be that Up could literally have been A or God tier, but they kind of just put all their energy into the beginning and then fucked it up with the rest of the film. Right, WALL-E. We're almost there. We're almost at the end. WALL-E. I watched WALL-E and I really liked it. I'm going to put that top of... I don't know. I'm going to put it top. I'm going to put Wally in B tier. Oh, come on, what the hell is going on? Sorry, I've got the worst. Right, Wally is not as... Wally is going to go... It's definitely better than Mulan. Lady and Tramp, yes. Frozen, Pocahontas, beauty. I'm going to put Wally as top 3 in B tier because it's just a beautifully set movie. Wally doesn't even speak, does he? He rolls around, makes friends. There's a bunch of chubby people in a spaceship. That's how you win. That's how it works. So Wally's going there. Winnie the Pooh. Is there a movie? Winnie the Pooh? I've never seen the movie, but I like Winnie the Pooh because it has like every drug addict in that fucking that story there. So I'm just gonna put in like a low B. I'll put it above Avengers. I'll put it above Tron. Yeah, I'll put a low B because I love Winnie the Pooh. Right, I don't even know what this fucking thing is, so I'm sorry. There's a couple of movies. Right, last one of this segment. Wreck-It Ralph is going in absolute dog shite. It's not a good movie. No, I'm gonna put it in the middle because it's absolute dog shite. So there we have it. As you can see, that is our tier list. My tier list. Got here Finding Nemo, Jungle Book, and Sword in the Stone. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Give me a message if you disagree. Give me your tier list. Do your tier list and send me a screenshot, and I can critique you. I'll put a picture of this as well in the podcast. If hopefully the video recording did work, but if it didn't, I'll just put a picture of what I decided at the end. But I think I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. I'm still deciding on Lion King or Toy Story to be in God tier. I think, as I said, they should be in like sub A tier, the A stars. I'm just reviewing anything that should be. I'm not happy with Bug's Life being there actually. Bug's Life is not A tier. Sorry. Bug's Life is like there. It's like middle B tier. What's about Not Sleeping Beauty, Incredibles, Dumbo. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. Cool. Star Wars and absolute dog shit. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'll leave a picture of that up on just now. Let me know if you agree or disagree, and we can fight if you want. I can meet you outside. We can have a fight about this. We can have a Disney marathon. But I thought I'd do that just to kind of spread some controversy because I know people will definitely disagree on all this. Okay, so let's stop that just now and move swiftly on to what I've been doing this week. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go through this and then I'm going to answer some questions which have been sent by my friends as a Agony Aunt, or Uncle Kelvin, as you say. Because this is a podcast, so I meant to discuss something for at least 2 minutes, okay? So I thought for this week I would just put myself on a quick diet. Yeah, quick diet, as you say. Because I started, as I said, I started to have like a bit of a mental breakdown last week, and one of those topics I was having a mental breakdown on was, my body is leaving me, that I'm starting to get a little bit of a belly, I'm starting to become a little bit unfit. So I thought, you know what, from Monday I'm going to change this. So I gutted out my kitchen, I replaced everything with different foods and more vegetables and rice cakes, and not eating as much cheese, and shortening my meals, and and I'm gonna sit here and say, it's been great, but it's fucking horrible. Okay, it's been horrible. And I'm going to the gym for a lot more now, doing a lot more cardio and performance, and it's knackering. It's much more different, when I did this when I was 27, because when I was 27, I basically changed my body from a skinny child to quite a stacked adult in the space of like 2 months, and it was very difficult. You spend a lot of money on foods, on time in the gym, on running, on just exercising. It's a lot of attention you need to give yourself to get yourself into, I'm not going to say peak shape, but in very good shape. And this is only the beginning. And this is, again, another reason why I'm only drinking non-alcoholic beer, because, you know, I don't want to slide down too much from all the hard work I've done this week. But it gets you thinking about how, you know, people, you know, you want to diet, you want to lose weight, you want to get fit. And when you change your diet, it's strange in which even your behaviors change just so subtly. And that, for me, my regular meal is that I have a breakfast, which is usually cereal, so it'll be my oats in the morning, and then I have my lunch, which it can vary, my lunch, from anything really, from sandwiches to noodles, hot dog, anything, pasta. And then my dinner is going to be quite a large meal, so it'll usually be like a key meat, so it'll be like chicken, beef, and then with either like rice, you know, my carbohydrates, so rice, pasta, potatoes, broccoli, vegetables, whatever, just chuck it all in. So when you kind of put yourself in a diet, you have to kind of limit all that down and try and manage that a little bit further, you know, not putting as much gravy in, not having, you know, too much rice, not too much pasta, all the kind of stuff which is going to build your fatness. Pardon me. And you have to plan your meals, and it's a fucking nightmare, because you sit there and all you think about is food. You think about the food that you're missing out on, and it's horrible. And you just want to snack. You just want to snack so much. And you know, I walk past Greg's every day, and I almost cry when I walk past it. And I've always started this diet on Monday, and I'm always struggling. But it is a journey, fellas and ladies, if you're listening. It is a journey, and if you're out there and you're struggling, and you're like me, you want to lose some weight, I've got some advice for you, okay? No one cares, okay? That's what I've got to say. That no one cares. No, it's definitely I can feel it. I can feel it for the fatties, okay? If you're a fatty and you want to lose weight, I can understand why it's difficult. It's hard not eating those 12 donuts, okay? Just, you know, even trying to cut them down to 11, that's difficult. You need that refreshment of donut, okay? And I feel you. So yeah, you might see me becoming more cranky over the next few weeks whilst I try and diet. Christmas is going to be great. Can't wait for Christmas meal. That's going to be fantastic. I'm going to have to take about 12 shits before we even get into the starter of that. So that's what I've been doing this week. It's just been going on a little diet, trying to lose a little bit of weight, trying to get fitter. And it has worked, you know, even over the last 5 days. I'm starting to regain 3 of my abs, which I had 6, you know, so I can see 3 now, which is good. And hopefully my cardio performance will go up, because I was on the bikes for about 15 minutes on Thursday, and I was literally dripping of sweat. It looked like I was out in the thunderstorm, the snowstorm, for 1 minute. I was dripping, and I was like, this is unreal. I'm 32, you know. I should be able to cycle for a wee bit. But that's how it goes. Just moving swiftly on from that, just quickly, I just wanted to say that I rewatched a film called Ex Machina. If you've seen that, fantastic fucking movie, 2014, amazing movie, and it really does get you thinking about AI and what's going on with that. Now, I'm not going to discuss AI right now, because this is a whole massive discussion to have further on down the line, but it does kind of open up your eyes on how dangerous AI could be and what it means to human society. You know, if we create AI, are they now the new superior animal essentially on the planet? Do we get, you know, taken out? But I wanted to kind of explore these kind of meanings from Ex Machina and understand, like, you know, because spoiler alert, Ava, she leaves her escapee, she leaves him in the bunker in the middle of nowhere, and I just want to know, like, does he pass away? Does he die? You know, what is the message of Ex Machina? And if you go into Google right now, just go into Google and type in Ex Machina message. That's all you need to know. Just put in Ex Machina message, and then look up the top result from Quora.com. That's Quora, so Quebec for Q, U for uniform, O for Oscar, R for Romeo, A for Alpha.com. Quora.com. And you'll see the top message. I'll just get it up for you for a second. And this is, I think this message was written by a man, but I'm not too sure. Just give me a second. So Ex Machina. Oh, no. It's put me to house. The house in that film is amazing as well, actually. I think it is a real house that they filmed from in like the Colorado woods or something. Okay. Yeah, so you scroll down. So I think it's the second search result you get. And it says, what is the message of Ex Machina? This is what it says, okay? This is on the 10th of April 2015. The message of this film is clear. Never trust a woman, even if you built her yourself from scratch. That's literally the message of the film, this guy is saying, which I find absolutely hilarious. This guy has obviously had some rough patches with women in the past. So, but if you haven't seen it, watch it. It'll definitely open your eyes up about AI and what's going on with the world. Okay, so it's this time. As I said, this podcast is going to be a little bit different. It's a little bit more interactive. So for this segment now, it's going to be Uncle Kelvin Agony Aunt hour. Hopefully it's not an hour. It's going to be 20 minutes at most, I hope. So last night I was kind of thinking, should I do the podcast or not? And, I should maybe wait a couple of weeks. And then I just thought, why not I just message a couple of my friends and just see if they've got any Agony Aunt questions they like to send to myself. And I put a little questionnaire out on Instagram where I got some responses as well. I've picked a few select ones because I actually got quite a few. Now, there's a few things you need to take on board when I'm answering these questions. I do know what the questions are, and I want you as the listener to understand that I've not really thought about the answers to them, so I will be doing this kind of live on the spot. But also that these are my friends that I sent these requests to, so they're going to ask me absolutely fucking anything, you think. And I am dealing with adults here, so you're thinking you're going to get adult questions, which, well, we will see, won't we? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through each question, and I'm going to give my opinion or my advice to you, and hopefully that will help the person who hears that to move on with their lives. Right, okay, here we go. Time for the Uncle Kelvin Agony Aunt. Sorry, I had to go and open the door because a delivery guy came round, so there might have been a little difference in editing here, so you might not have noticed. Why am I telling you? Anyway, so we're doing Agony Aunt Ask for Kelvin. So break it down just quickly again. I've asked my friends to give me some questions. They're all adults, so we should be getting some adult real problems which I can help with today, okay? And for the benefit of my friends here, I'm going to leave this anonymous because I want to protect them, but they can hear their questions being answered. Okay. So the first one is from Darius, and he says, why do I have hairs growing down there? First question we've got. Why do I have hairs growing down there? Well, I mean, you're not clarifying where down there they're growing, first of all. If they're growing on your feet, what kind of hairs are you getting? Are you getting like a huge bush? It's very natural. By the way, this is a 31-year-old man. He's asked me to answer this for him. So he has concerns. He's also bald. So maybe for you, you should take the hairs where they're growing and glue them to your head. Sorry, this is professional advice. Why do I have hairs growing down there? I've noticed whilst you get older that hair does start to grow in the most weird. Like I get hairs in my nose. I can pull them out. Like that's how bad it's getting. Why does hair do that? Why does it just start to grow in places you never even exist? I've got hair growing in orifices I didn't think I had. I knew I had. But there you go. Why is it growing down there? Because you're becoming a man. Because you're becoming a woman. Because you're becoming an adult. Let's leave it with that. Okay? Be thankful that you've got hair growing down there and not cancer. You could have cancer as well, but anyway. Let's go on to the next question. Okay. Hopefully this will be a little bit more professional. Dear Agony Aunt. Oh, we've got a dear at the beginning of this one. How do I get my friend Max to stop removing all their clothes and shoes and folding up when they go to the toilet? So their friend Max is removing all their clothes and shoes and folding them up when they go to the toilet. Well, that's a good friend, isn't it? I mean, is it their toilet they're doing it in, or is it your toilet? What are they doing in the toilet? Like, are they going to shower? Or are they going to have a bath? Because that I think that's normal, to take all your clothes off. Maybe leave your shoes on when you go for a bath. I think that's pretty normal. Leave your shoes on. Leave your Converses on when you go for a wee bath. But obviously this person wants to stop them removing all their clothes. Maybe you just don't make them your friend. Maybe just, if they're taking the clothes off, maybe take your clothes off. Let's see how they feel. Maybe, the best form of defense is offense. Maybe go round to their house, if they're doing this in your house, by the way. This is only if they're doing it in your house. Maybe go round to their house or their parents' house and maybe go round for dinner, have a nice meal. And then when you're at the table having a nice meal with their parents, just say, "Oh, can I be excused, please? I need to use the restroom." And they say, "Yeah, of course, yeah, go ahead, use the restroom." And then whilst you're at the dinner table, just take all your clothes off, fold them, that's what you said, folding them up. Fold them nicely, place them on the dinner table, and then just strut away and go to the toilet in front of Max, as you name Max here. And see how they feel. Maybe they're a nudist. You never know. These are questions I would ask. There's a lot of questions you need to ask here. But if this is make you feel uncomfortable, I would say the best form of defense is offense. So consider that. Just take all your clothes off. Okay? The next one we've got here, we've got a title for this one. This is called Rampant Rabbit. Ooh. Sounds kind of saucy. Dear Agony Aunt, my rabbit keeps me awake all night. Is the rabbit like a metaphor for something, or like is it an actual rabbit, or is this something else? But it goes on. Can you give me some advice to help me calm it down? So they don't even give, calm it down so I can get some rest, as I can't take much more of this. I'm exhausted all the time. Kind regards, Hazel. Oh, Hazel leaves her name. Thank you, Hazel. I have two answers to this, okay? Number one, if this is an actual rabbit that you have, and it's keeping you awake all night, just give it a wee tiny amount, minuscule thumb, not even a thimble worth of whiskey. Just give it a wee whiskey. And just see what happens. Of course, I don't mean that. Obviously, don't give your rabbit whiskey. Just give it straight heroin. That's fine, okay? And then just see it calm down. However, I think this is more leaning towards the second answer, was if your rabbit, if I mean rabbit, you mean your garden, your punani, your cushion for the pushin, whatever you call it, okay? If it's keeping you up all night, maybe, give it just a little bit more attention. You know, maybe you have to. If this is keeping you up all night, and it's restless, and this rabbit, you need to play with the rabbit. You need to let the rabbit run. You need to let the rabbit flip-flop about, flip-flop around with that rabbit, okay? Play with that rabbit all you want. Give it a little rub, just do what you've got to do with the rabbit to satisfy the rabbit's needs, because sometimes the rabbit comes first, and if the rabbit doesn't come first, you can't focus on yourself after that, okay? I'll leave that one there for you. You could take that into consideration. Next one. Dear Uncle Kelvin. Oh, that's nice. They call me Uncle Kelvin. That's good. My friend has a problem with alcohol, but he doesn't see it. What can I do to help him? My friend has a problem with alcohol. What problem does he have with alcohol? Does he not drink it? Because that's probably the only problem I can see there. But he doesn't see it. He doesn't see the alcohol? I need some clarification here. If they have a problem with alcohol, and I think the only problem they could have with alcohol is not drinking it, make them drink more, okay? If they have a problem with drinking alcohol and they say, I can't drink more than 1 pint, give them a shot of bourbon, loosen them up, get them, more excited, get them more involved with alcohol, chuck more alcohol at them, and then they will be able to see that alcohol is the answer. What can you do to help him? Give them more alcohol. Give them a shot of bourbon. Give them a bottle of bourbon. Just see what happens. Get them blind drunk, and then let them reap the rewards in the morning. Right. The next one we've got. Oh, this is a great one. This is from a close friend. This is. So I asked a question to my friends. I sent one question. I said, send me an Agony Aunt question. So being questions, so singular. This guy gave me a life story. And he starts off a life story just with one word. Why? 2 question marks. So he's exclaiming. He's going, why? Like this. So I know this is serious. Dear Agony Aunt, aka KBeatBot. That's me. I'm Agony Aunt, aka KBeatBot. I am writing to you in a time of crisis. This guy is in a time of crisis. I need to help him. I'm having a personal dilemma and hope you could give some sound advice. Well, that's why we're here, to give you sound advice. This is why you wrote to Uncle Kelvin. As there is a small pandemic happening, yes, it somehow affects all social classes. I don't know if he's questioning himself. Yes, it somehow, why is this somehow affecting all social classes? This guy is obviously of the poor working class. I found that my dating life has been ground to a halt. No more bars, clubs, gay bars. I think it's gay bars. He said GAR, like GAR, bars. I don't know if that's an acronym for some kind of sex dungeon, but we'll go gay bars because we're very liberal here. So gay bars or strippers open to pick up girls. Where do you go for strippers to pick up women? No stripper is going home with a guy who goes there. That is definitely. I refuse to believe any stripper has gone home with a guy that's gone in there. And I've worked in strip clubs. If you've done that, that is literally the ultimate win. If you've gone into a strip club and you've pulled the stripper, you've won games. But okay, so this guy is a player. He was a player that used to go to these bars, clubs, gay bars and strippers to pick up women. This guy is an alpha male. In light of this, I have resorted to, dare I say it, dating apps. Oh, he's had to scrape the barrel, as we say. My issues start here. Right, we're getting the issues, okay? I mean, we've already got plenty of issues, but my issues start here. Girls are looking for a personality. Oh, damn it. But how can I convey that I'm 6'5" through old photos and 120 character bio? Right, I see. We're starting to build the problem here, I think. Any help would be appreciated. Anonymous. In brackets, most people can guess my name is Ron Key Ron. Okay. And then he's got a little PS note at the end. He says, PS, add in that I am terrible at texting people first. So this guy has some very serious issues. Where to start? Okay. Well, he's having a crisis. I think, number one, he doesn't know what social class he's in, which is, a huge crisis to have at the moment. So we'll start off with that. If you don't know what social class you're in, it's very easy. Okay, go outside and walk along the street. Walk along your main street for, I'd say, as long as it takes. Now, whilst you're walking down the street, if you come across a junkie, a Co-op Express, a Greg's, a McDonald's, what else can we throw in that? Or any fast food, so KFC, McDonald's, we'll put in there, in that bracket. If you come across any of those within 2 minutes of you walking, then you're working class. I know what I'm not going to say 2 minutes. I'm going to say 20 seconds. If you come across any of them or see any of them in your peripherals, you are working class. Now, if you go outside and if you see semi-detached houses, fields, bus stops, not a lot of people, a hardware store, a bathroom store, then you are middle class. Okay, I'll just separate those two, just those two. So that's something you should do. Just go outside and have a little walk and see. So that decides that. In regards to the bars and gay clubs opening, they're going to be open soon, my man. We'll get those clubs open. You need to make do with online dating, which is his main issue. The dating apps. Dating apps are shockingly bad. The people on there are, as you expect, normal people, so they are terrible. They are horrible people you don't want to associate with, but you have to if you want to get your hole. I feel you, my friend. I feel you, Ron Key. Keep it anonymous, Ron. So girls are looking for a personality. Look, they aren't looking for a personality, my friend. They really aren't, okay? In fact, they should be delivering the personality. Just because we're men, we now live in an equalitarian, I wish I could say that word, but I'm going to leave it there, society. Women need to provide as much personality as men now, okay? Even so more, they need to bring more personality, okay? They should provide more, because we've been giving the personality now for centuries. Women need to provide the personality. So you be proud of being a boring fuck, okay? You be proud that you love RuneScape, okay? You be proud that you like being a virgin. That's fine. Just be proud of who you are. Because then the right girl will see you for who you are and love you for who you are. Or guy, okay? How can I convey that I'm 6'5" through old photos and 120? You can convey being 6'5" if you simply write I'm 6'5" in the 120 character bio. That's all you need to write. I'm 6'5". Actually, this is what you do on Tinder or any other app. You just list what you are. So this is how dating has gone now, is that you just list who you are and what you are. So you'll see on bios, people will put, have my own job, have my own business, have my own house, have my own car, have my own dog. That's all they do. They just put lists, bullet points. So you should look at bullet points and you should lie on those bullet points, okay? So you're not 6'5" anymore. You're 6'8", okay? Because being tall is important, apparently, to girls now. Well, to all the time. So being 6'8" on your profile, put bullet points, 6'8". I own 3 houses. I own 6 cars. I have 17 guns. I've got 29 dogs. Yes, I've got pictures of all of them. Try and Photoshop the dogs in the photos of you, not being 6'5", but make the dogs really small. So like make a golden Labrador, which is seen as like a medium to large size dog, shrink it down so it's the size of your foot, so it makes you look fucking massive, okay? So put that in your character bio, shrink the photos, Photoshop the photos, and then you're on for a winner, my friend. I think we've got a result there. I'm terrible at texting people first. No one is good at texting people first. I think you should always open up with just a solid dick pic. Just send them a dick pic and just say, what do you think of that? What do you fucking think of that? Do you think you think you could do with this? Do you think you can handle this? Start off with a good dick pic. If you get an answer, any answer, whether it's a deletion, the police, then you're in, my friend. Then you're in. Or just be classic and just send a gif of Joey from Friends saying, "How you doing?" You know, just be classic. Just be classic. But I think I should be able to help you there. Thank you, Anonymous Ron. Thank you for your question. Right, next one I got. Dear Uncle Kelvin, I put that in. They didn't say this. This is literally what they said. This is all they said. Could I be pregnant? For this, I answer, just slip a couple of fingers in and check. You know, I think I don't know how girls are not able to detect this. Surely, if you've got a baby growing inside you can just slip a couple of fingers in and basically pull it out yourself. I mean, I don't know. Like, how does it work? Like, how does the fallopian tube work? Okay, girls, explain this to me. Now, just to clarify, I did get this question from a male in his mid-20s. So what I'm going to say to you is, slip a couple of fingers up, have a quick check. If you can't feel anything, it might be indigestion. Okay, it might be. If not, just go to the toilet, take a big shit, and we'll just see how it goes from there. If you still feel pregnant after a couple of months, you probably are pregnant, and then we'll go on to the necessary needs of what you need there. Therapy, punch in the stomach. I'm joking. I don't mean that. I do. Actually, I've got a story quickly, a very quick story. Sorry, I know this podcast is taking too long. Sorry. So when I was in school, yes, going back to a school story, there was a girl in our year. Okay. Very, very large girl. Let's just say she was like the fattest person in our year. Not gonna lie, fattest person in the year. And when we were about 15 or 16, she didn't turn up for school for a couple of months, and we didn't know what the fuck was going on. And at the time, I mean, I wasn't great friends with her, but I mean, I knew her, so she didn't turn up for school for a very long time. And then one of her friends started to tell a story, which apparently this girl's mother told her. So this is what the mother told this girl, her friend, that this girl, this very large girl, one day was getting larger and larger by the minute, basically. So they had to leave her at home to be homeschooled because it was becoming difficult for her to come to school. That's how large she was. And then one day she started to have pains in her stomach, and she was like, I can't stand it. And the parents were like, oh, it's fine, we'll give you some paracetamol, I'll be fine. And the girl kept having pains over the days and the days, until one day on a Saturday night or something, she went to the toilet for a shit, and then out popped the fucking baby out of her vagina. This is what the mother apparently told the child. This is, again, school stories, school nightmare stories. So the girl was so fat, she didn't realise that she was pregnant, and she literally just gouged out a baby out of her vagina quite easily into a toilet, by the way, as you do, covered in shite. And now she has a child when she was 15, 16. So in response to could I be pregnant, I would say maybe you could be. I know you're a man, but you never know. If you're quite a big person, I would say slip a couple of fingers up and see if there's anything there. Okay, we'll leave that at that. I got this request from Joe, who he'll remain anonymous. Joe, who was on the podcast on a few episodes ago. He just said, didn't even ask me a question. I didn't ask a question. He just said, tell a story of how your landlord keeps increasing the rent every week if you don't get a win in Fortnite. So Joe obviously is in a very distressing situation here. He obviously has a landlord who is a psychopath and is saying that, look, if you don't get a Vic Roy in Fortnite, your rent is going up by £100. Can you imagine doing that? Like, you have to do challenges to keep your rent at a base level every week. It's every week. He's saying every week, so he's got to pay rent every week. For all that, all I have to say is, Joe, is that you need to fucking start grinding on Fortnite. Get your 90s going. Understand the game. They've already just released the new season, so I would get in that new season, get some Vic Roys. Also, it's not that hard to get victory royales. I played a bit of Fortnite back in the day. I played in the Fortnite World Cup in Europe. Yeah, small flex there. Won about $20. Thank you very much. And it's not that hard to get a Vic Roy. Just grind it out. It only takes 9-10 hours a day. Don't worry about it. Just do it. It's easy. Fortnite is an easy game. Or you can maybe look at talking to the landlord and seeing what other services you could do so the rent isn't increased. Maybe even other services you could look at to wipe off the rent altogether. Services the landlord may enjoy. So talk to your landlord. Start a dialogue. Suck his dick. It's fine. Just do something. Right, last couple here. Last three. My friend recently came out as gay, but had just been in a car accident and lost his memory and doesn't remember who he is. We've all done it. Although he knows he's gay, and when he looks in the mirror, he fancies himself because he doesn't know he is the guy in the reflection. Oh, we've all been there, haven't we, fellas? Just want to know if you can marry yourself if you fancy yourself. Asking for a friend. So you just want to know if you find yourself hot. Oh, sorry, my mum just texted me. She's okay. Is she alive? Sorry, just 2 seconds. Hi, mum. Hi, darling. I'm dead. Oh, she's dead. Okay. No, I'm joking. She's fine. She's fine, I think. So back to this. Can you marry yourself if you fancy yourself? I don't know. Can you actually legally marry yourself? Let's have a little Google. Google, can you marry yourself? Can you marry your cousin? That's the top result. Can you marry your cousin? How many people have done that? The official name for marrying yourself is sologamy, I think. Sologamy. A marriage by a person to oneself. It's not exactly legally binding. I wouldn't think it would be, no. But that hasn't stopped plenty of women and a handful. It's only women. Women, man. I mean, first of all, Machina, you can't trust them. And now they're just marrying themselves. What is going on? So plenty of women from tying their own knot. Is that a sex thing, tying your own knot? Sophie Tanner married herself in May 2015 as a statement against the stigma of singledom. As a statement? Okay. So you could, but it's not legally binding. You see those like kind of fucked up things on like Lad Bible. Like there's a woman who married a train station, isn't there? And people who marry cats and shit. Look, if you think you're the hottest piece of ass in the world and you look at yourself in the mirror and you can pleasure yourself over that and you love yourself, just fucking go with it. I mean, I look at myself in the mirror and I cry. So if you're in that good place, you look at yourself in the mirror and fancy yourself. But they don't know who they are. That's the catch-22. They don't know who they are. So they think they're looking at another man who they really love and fancy. Oh, they don't know their own reflection. That's one of those, what is that? What is that called? It's a thinker. I know the word for it. There's a word for these kind of questions. Is it a paradox? No, it's not really a paradox. A paradox is the opposite. It's a thinker. It's a thinker. If you saw yourself, okay, so if you saw yourself, didn't know it was yourself, would you fancy yourself and would you love yourself? That's the question. Would you fancy yourself if you didn't know it was you? If I was gay, I'd probably think I was a complete twat. Yeah, I wouldn't fancy myself. It depends. It depends on if you have to. Oh, and asking for a friend, they're saying. Asking for a friend because it's not themselves. Look, my friend who sent this through, Stephen, if your friend is really gay and fancies themselves and looks themselves in the mirror and caresses that mirror and loves that mirror, but they in fact love themselves, let them love themselves, okay? Let them be a pure narcissist, because at least then they're happy, okay? And also, if they're gay and they need a hand, just give them a hand. Just give them a hand, okay? It's fine. Just if someone needs a hand, give them a hand. It's fine. Just give them a little hand. Little hand. I'll leave that one there because that's too much of a thinker. That's too much of a too many overlaps in that. Right, last two. First one. Oi. I need guidance. I don't know why I'm doing Australian. This woman is American. I've had too much to drink. I don't know what to do with my life. There. So, okay. Oi, I need guidance. I've had too much to drink and don't know what to do with my life. Just keep drinking. Just keep drinking and just keep wondering. You're never going to know what you're going to do with your life. Life is always going to ask you questions which you can never answer. So just keep on drinking. Keep riding the wave and challenge yourself. Do different things so that you can ask more questions. Okay? It's better to be asking questions than to know everything and not to be able to explore any other new options. That's the most wholesome answer you're ever going to get. Last one. And this one has been the most professional question I've had. I'm going to give a very professional answer to. It goes, Dear Auntie Kel, that's nice, Auntie Kel. I have been having sexual fantasies about my partner's grandfather recently. We've all been there, I understand. Should I tell my partner or continue sneaking out, attaching a strap on her grandfather's grave and riding it like Seabiscuit? Yours truly, RT, which stands for Reese T. It came from a guy called David. This is a very difficult one, my child. I think we've all been there. We all fancy our our partner's grandfather. They're good guys. They're people who have worked hard. They've been through the tough times. They're real men. Not like the little snowflakes you see today. So I feel you there. I really do feel you. Sneaking out, they don't say it at night as well. So they're probably doing this at daytime. So you can imagine you've got a little family setting in the graveyard, going to see grandmother's grave, going to put some flowers on, it's their anniversary. And then you look up ahead and there's some guy just riding a dildo on top of a grave of someone that's not even related to them. I don't know if I would join in or film it. I don't know. What I would advise is, maybe think about going to care homes and riding some old dick. You might find an old man that relates to your partner's grandfather. So maybe, go to a care home, take the strap on with you, maybe even take Seabiscuit with you, take the film Seabiscuit with you, and ride the old man like Seabiscuit. See how that goes. Let me know as well if that's what you do and if that comes to fruition. Maybe you'll find love. You never know. we'll leave that there. If you have any more questions, please send them through to Uncle Kelvin. You can find me at the KBeatBot podcast on Instagram. Send me all your comments and questions, direct messages. Follow me as well. And I will answer them on the podcast when we get a few more. So this is the end of the podcast coming up. I need to rate this beer, this non-alcoholic beer, the Nanny State from Brewdog. I'm going to give it, out of 69, I'm going to give it a... I didn't like it. It was too bitter. I'm going to give it a 24. 24 out of 69. So it was too bitter. I think it felt like there was too many chemicals in it. I don't know. I've heard good things about it, but for me, it just wasn't for me. And but it's okay. It's definitely different than your non-alcoholic hop ales, but that is just a little bit too bitter for me. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast today. A little bit different, hopefully. I will be releasing another podcast or two before the end of the year. And then for the end of the year, there will be a podcast, a big podcast with myself, and hopefully a couple of other people will be coming in for a guest appearance for an end of year review, the end of year 2020. So join me. Hopefully Joe will come along and a couple of other friends, and we'll be doing a 2020 year review where we'll be getting absolutely blutered on the podcast. We're going to talk about every month. We're going to talk about what the fuck's going on. We're going to play some really bad games, and it's going to be an absolute riot. So we'll be doing that, and that'll be at the end of the year, hopefully just before New Year's. So get involved with that. Please subscribe to the channel. It's just down below, just the red button there, KBeatBot. Follow me on Instagram, as I said, the KBeatBot podcast. You can also follow me on Snapchat. That's Kelvin1, Kelvin with a Y. And yeah, thank you very much for listening. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of this thunder snowstorm that's going on at the moment. And maybe next week won't exist. Maybe this is the day after tomorrow. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Right? Bye-bye. Love ya.